What's up, Zach? This is Ryan Lavarnway. I'm going to break down this video. You've got 4 clips here. I want to start here with the third clip, and I'm going to watch it in regular speed, and then I'm going to break it down in slow motion so you can really see what I'm talking about. Look at it here in regular speed first. Pitch on the glove side, not too bad. You end up getting the strike, but there's a lot we can improve upon here. So you start with the target about midway up the thigh, and then you drop the glove to the ground there. Now, if I was to pause it here, you don't look like you're anticipating a pitch. Your glove is down, which a lot of catchers go to the ground to try to get underneath the ball, and that's a good thought if you can execute it, but it's really hard to execute. And the thing that I notice you're doing here is you're not actually in an athletic, aggressive, ready stance on the one knee. You're just kind of resting on your knee there, and the hand is just down in the middle. It's not reaching back. It's not loading. It's not cocked to try to respond to that pitch that's coming to you. And as a result, as you start to go towards this ball, I want you to watch this move very carefully. You kind of come up, and look at the height there. It's up, and this is your body telling you, I'm getting to the middle of my body to feel comfortable. This is above the level of the ball now, because then look, as you go towards the ball, you go back down, and then the ball drags you down, and then you bring the ball up. So if we go back to the beginning, it's target, down, up, down, up, and there's 4 moves to go to that ball, and it's really inefficient. And the fact that you get a strike here is nice, but there's a lot more we can improve on. Another thing I want you to notice is look where you are in your stance. You're leaning back on that down leg. There's not a lot of leverage coming from the lower body, coming from the ground to help you leverage those low pitches, and that's going to make it harder on yourself. Now, a pitch that's going to make that inefficient glove movement even more obvious, hopefully this is the low pitch. Let's see this one in full speed here. Again, there it was in full speed. And let's break it down here. Again, high target. You're almost at the belt there with the target. You go all the way to the ground. Again, but it's not a cock. It's not a load. You're just kind of resting it there on the ground. And then it comes up above the ball. Back down to get the ball. No leverage. Ball drags you. And then you bring it back up. So that would be my one thing is I want you to get your body in a more aggressive position, forward with the chest, more leverage with the legs. And when you go down, if you want to go down to the ground, it needs to be an aggressive cock move, load move, so that you're actually giving yourself benefit. Now let's look at, I think this is a block here. Is this the block? Yeah. Again, you're giving the target real high, up by that waist, which is fine if that's what you want. You're still in your signal stance. I'm going to let it run in real speed here first. Okay, now let's break it down. You're pretty late getting to your action stance here. I'd like to see you get to your action stance a little sooner so that you're actually giving an action target from the action stance. As you pop, you then drop the glove to the ground. So all this movement right here as the pitcher is coming towards home plate is distracting. You're going to catch the pitcher's eye. So you want to get there. You want to be less distracting. And then even watch your glove, the thing we're talking about just now. The glove starts to come back up. And then you realize it's in the dirt. Okay, so that glove action is one thing. I'd love to see you get in your action stance a little bit sooner so that you're not distracting the pitcher. And then one last little nitpicky thing as you go down to block, look at where your bare hand is compared to your glove. It's out in front. The fingers are pointing forward, and your chin is up. So your neck would be exposed if that ball kicked up. If it kicked up and hit your fingers, that could be a broken finger. I need you to get into perfect blocking form. You end up blocking this ball really well, right? It sticks right there. It doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to chase it. So it's a good block. But again, if we're trying to be nitpicky and make sure we're doing things perfect, there's certainly things to improve upon. So work on those things. Looks like you got a pretty good base, and keep working, brother.